Hey guys, Joshua Jacob here, Scentsy Independent Consultant. Today I'm going to share with you what I've been warming and using over the last 2 weeks. And so, yeah, it's going to be kind of a long video, so let's get to it. I'm going to start with bathroom cleaners. I finished 2 bottles, one in Sun-Kissed Citrus, one in Sea Salt and Avocado. I love our bathroom cleaners. It is citric acid based cleaning spray, and it's specially formulated to work really hard on soap scum. So these are amazing products. I love them, and yeah, I cannot say enough about these. I did go through a package of cotton cleanups because I changed my wax like a crazy person. And yeah, so let's see. Next, bath items. I finished the old bag of Luna Scentsy Soak, and I did use a bath bomb as well in Honeymoon Hideaway. I don't know, this is no longer available. I got this in a flash sale and I love it so much. Oh, so good. Bath bombs are amazing. I think I prefer the bath bombs over Scentsy Soak, but all in all, both products are amazing. I think the bath bombs leave your skin a little bit more moisturized than the Scentsy Soak. And I gotta tell you, I do use a lot of this. I like a heavily scented bath time experience, so I probably honestly use about 1/3 of the bag. But this is the more cost-effective option. It is $12 for 2 whole pounds of the stuff. So Scentsy recommends 1 to 2 cups per bath time. This is $8, and it is a one-time use, of course. Let's see here. Luna is no longer available in Scentsy Soak either. Okay, so Scentsy Soak is apricot vanilla, blue grotto, go-go mango, lucky in love, pineapple coconut vanilla, pink cotton, which is new to this catalog season, sea salt avocado, and shimmer. And starting on October 1st, since it's today, well, today, by the time you guys see this, it'll be today, Winterberry Apple Tea is available in hand cream and Scentsy Soak. I'm so excited because I'm obsessed with Winterberry Apple Tea. So I cannot wait. Next, I did try the Scentsy Car Bar Clips in Weathered Leather. These are so strong, like so strong. I wish that there was an easier way to separate these, or if they came in just individual packages, because both of them gave me a headache. And I did try to cut down the center and separate them, but I could still, the scent was, you know, kind of leaching out. So I didn't want to, you know, just leave it in the box somewhere, or, you know, the wax drawer, and it lose the scent and not even be able to use it. So I put one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side, and they were too strong. As a matter of fact, for the first 2 or 3 days, I got actually quite a headache. I don't know if that's because it was weathered leather. Weathered leather is pretty strong on its own. So yeah, overall though, really nice. I'm excited to try the other ones. I know they come in a variety of scents, and I'm excited to try those. So moving right along, let's go with pods. Now some of the pods are still in these clams because they haven't completely died yet. But Winterberry Apple Tea is actually my favorite right now. It's so good. I thought it reminded me of Sweet Plum Pastry a little bit, but now having warmed Sweet Plum Pastry again, it's a little bit different. So Scentsy says winter tea cozies up to cranberry, apple, and honey. And it's so nice. It's a little bit tart from the cranberry, but then like the apple just like brings it home for me, and just it's sweet because of the honey. And you do get a little bit of a tea note. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love Winterberry Apple Tea. If you've not tried this one, please do yourself a favor. Pick it up. It doesn't matter what it's in. Winterberry Apple Tea pods, the wax, starting the soak, the hand cream, get it. You will not be sorry. It's perfect. Okay. Moving right along, I have the pods in aloe water and cucumber. Aloe water and cucumber is my probably favorite non-fall scent. It's so nice. If you are a white tea and cactus lover, if you like prickly pear and agave, you will probably like aloe water and cucumber. It's just nice and fresh. There's a little bit of sweetness in it. And Scentsy says, let me find it real quick. Aloe water, cucumber peel, palm frond, and pineapple nectar are oh so mellow. It's just a nice calming like bathroom scent, but I use this everywhere. I love it in my wall fan diffuser next to the bed. So really, really, really nice. Which, by the way, we interrupt your normal programming. Have you guys gotten yours yet? The wall fan diffuser is available in 3 different styles. There's this one, which is spin. There's stack and star. They look a lot like mini warmers. They're about the same size. They have a soft touch on-off button, as well as they have a rotating outlet base. So if you have horizontal outlets, you can still use these. It runs off of a 1-watt fan, or it's a 1-watt output, and they just take the pods just like so. You just pop one in there. It can accommodate 2 pods. I'm telling you, you just need the one. 1 pod, slap this back on there, plug it in, turn it on, and you're good to go. These things I think are a little bit stronger than the Scentsy Go, so I really, really have been enjoying mine, especially next to the bed, because there's no light. Next is the sheer leather pods. I don't know why I don't have the clamshell for this, but, you know, I don't. Sheer leather is really nice. It smells like walking by or into Abercrombie & Fitch or Hollister. I know I've said that before. Scentsy says slip into something more sensual like bergamot, a subtle hint of leather, and sandalwood. You guys know me. I pretty much love anything with sandalwood or bergamot, oak, cedar, anything like that. So this one's right up my alley. I love, love, love it so much. Next is the vanilla bean buttercream pods. I've had these for quite a while. Only recently have they lost their life, and I don't even know where the pods are. I must have thrown them away. Vanilla bean buttercream is just amazing. I am like rapidly becoming a bakery person, and it's all because of vanilla bean buttercream. So decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter, whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. It's so good. It smells exactly like the scent description. Vanilla bean buttercream. Last for the pods is Luna. Luna still has a little bit of life left in it. It's just a nice, like, subtle, like, I know it's like just like a little girly. It's just nice. So this has been one of my favorites for a long time, and in fact the only floral in the catalog this season. So Scentsy says white florals, jasmine, sweet pea and freesia, juicy berries, and sandalwood shimmer like moonlight. There's that sandalwood again. So nice. I love it so much. It's just a nice subtle floral scent. Not anything like Lush Gardenia, nothing like what was it, Citrus Garden, nothing like that. It's just nice. Oh, it's so good. So that still has a little bit of life left in her. I'm gonna keep those ones. Next, that's it. Let's get into wax. So, I'm gonna try and start with, let me just like go through these. These are okay, so this is wax that you can no longer purchase. This is either in my club or I have just had them on hand. So I'm gonna get started with kind of an obsession recently, and I'm gonna show you a trick as well. So I am fortunate to have gotten my hands on sweet plum pastry. Thank you so much. I love it. It's so good. This does not disappoint. If you are in the mood for like comfort and bakery, and you have a bar of this, or you can, I don't know what, I'm not gonna say. Throw this in your warmer. It's so good. So I don't have the scent description, but it's just, I don't even know. It's like you get like the sweet like tart from the plum. You do get a bakery note, like a crusty, or like not crusty like gross crusty, but like a crust note, or like a pastry. It's like, I guess it's a pastry, sweet plum pastry. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so now for my little tip. I tend to get tired of scents easily, which is really nice because, well, it's really nice to have pods, because when I do get tired of it, I can just take the pods out of my Go or the wall fan diffuser and pop in a different scent. I don't have to worry about the wax or anything like that. or wasting. So with wax, I've discovered kind of a way that lets me enjoy the fragrance a little bit longer if I've gotten tired of it. So with sweet plum pastry especially, because I can't get this anymore, it's not available. So what I've done is, in the element warmer that I usually put this one in, I let it harden completely. Once I'm tired of it, I turn off the warmer, I let it completely solidify, and then I don't know if you can see like there's like a little like you can't really tell. There's wax, like little like pieces or like chunks of wax. What I do is take the dish, I stick the corner of the clamshell in between the wax and the dish itself, and I just release that little vacuum, and a little disc pops out, and it looks just like this. Just like this. And because this wasn't ready to go, it smells just as strong as the rest of the wax. Yep. And so next time when I want to warm this, I don't have to break off a cube. I can just throw this back in my warmer, and it will just as good as new. So that is my little tip for if you're tired of a scent but you don't want to waste the wax, just do that. Let it harden. Use like the edge of your clamshell if you can. Now some warmers, like this warmer right here is a crystal ice warmer. It has a funky shaped dish. Doesn't really work too well with that. So I try to use a wax or if I know that I'm not going to want it forever, just a little while, I'll use a warmer that is round or has a round dish, so it's a little bit easier to scoop it out once it re-solidifies. All right, next, sorry, I'm just getting some of this stuff that kind of got away from me. Next is Coffee Tree. Coffee Tree is not available, however, it is in my Scentsy Club, so I always have a supply of this. I love it so much. Now, I will say there is a vendor wax. I think it was, oh gosh, I don't even remember what it is now. DW, I don't remember. I'm sorry. That one smelled creamier and just like overall nicer, but the throw was eh. So I prefer this. I've decided Coffee Tree is just the way to go. It's still that perfect, just like fresh brewed coffee. There's a little bit, I think there's a little bit of like a sour note or like tart note from the berry of a Coffee Tree. Coffee's a berry, and I think that's what a lot of people get from it. I love it so much. It's really nice. Once it warms, that kind of like note, that sour note or bitter note kind of like mellows out a little bit, and so I really, really enjoy Coffee Tree. So good. Sunday morning. Perfect. Next is Winter Candy Apple. Winter Candy Apple was a Bring Back My Bar from July, and this one, again, I don't have the scent notes, but it smells like an apple, but also like green, like plants or flowers. Sorry, the puppy's whining. It smells not just like apple, just like straight up apple. Still a really great scented wax. And when it warms, you do get more of the apple as it warms up. So I had this throughout the whole entire house. My house smelled amazing. And this one actually on Saturday I went apple picking. I went to an apple orchard here in town, and we picked some apples. We got some nice big bags of apples. So I'm gonna make some apple butter, I think. And this is what it reminds me of. It just smelled like being outside in the apple orchard, just picking apples. Not an artificial smell at all, just very nice and clean and crisp. Now, I don't know why it's called a Winter Candy Apple. I don't get that vibe at all from it. But, yeah, so now every time I warm this, I'm going to think of picking apples. Next is Quiver. Now, Quiver, there's either you like it or you don't. If you're not a romantic, like sultry type of scent lover, then you may not like this one. Whoops. I think this one has like, I want to say jasmine, vanilla, and tuberose or something like that. I know I've said the scent description before in other videos. I love this one so much. It's so nice. To me, it's like a nice nighttime scent. It's nice and calming. It's relaxing. So I use this in the bedroom only. It's not for the kitchen or the bathroom or anything like that. To me, it's just bedroom. So really, really, really love this one, and it throws like crazy. Perfect. That one is in my club, so I always have a supply of that one. Next is Summer Holiday. Now, Summer Holiday is this. Come on, focus. Okay, anyway. Summer Holiday it just smells, I don't know what that is. I really don't know what it is, and I don't have the scent description. I mean, I guess I could go get a catalog, but I'm gonna go get a catalog. I'll be right back. So Scentsy says, bursting with lush plumeria, tiger lily, and sweet orange softened by vanilla and radiant amber. Maybe it's just, yeah, I guess like a floral. I don't really get orange, nor do I get vanilla. Maybe just like a slight little hint of amber. It was okay for me. It didn't have very good scent throw. So yeah, summer holiday, meh. Not bad, but just not the jam. Not my jam anyway. Next, I did make it through most of another bar of salted caramel cupcake. This one is in my club. Yeah, it's so good. I love it. I don't know if it's fall time that I'm just like getting more into like the warm, cozy, you know, bakery scents. This one's really, really good. I love it. You do get that salty caramel, and maybe just like a slight little bit of a cake note, bakery note. Well, you know what I mean. That like bakery cakey kind of note. I really like this one. And as a matter of fact, I mixed it with a little bit of vanilla bean buttercream in the same warmer. I just mix in the same warmer. So I'll do 1 cube of this and 1 cube of this, so it's not too overwhelming. Sometimes caramel can be just a little bit too sweet. So, not sweet, but just like caramel. Like I like a little bit of caramel, but not like the whole thing. I don't know how to explain it. So mixed with vanilla bean buttercream, I really, really enjoy this one. Next, this is Johnny Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed is no longer available, but it is in my club. By the way, salted caramel cupcake is in my club, so I'll have that forever. Johnny Appleseed, the perfect apple pear blend. Let's find it, shall we? Just picked MCINTOSH pops with apple peels and a hint of crisp pear. Oh, it's so good. It does smell like apple. It's the weirdest thing. You can actually smell the peel. I don't know how to describe that. But you do get the apple. It's very, very apple, and then you do get a little bit of a crisp pear in the background. And I think my nose is kind of like learning how to dissect these a little bit more as I smell them more, and so now I am getting a little bit more pear than I used to. Before it was just straight up apple and delicious. Now it's a little bit more, I could get a little bit more of that crisp pear, that juicy pear. It's really nice. I really, really enjoy this one. And to me, fall is apple. I'm not a pumpkin. I'm not team pumpkin, so I'm team apple all the way. There are a couple of exceptions. However, most of the time I'll pick an apple over a pumpkin. Johnny Appleseed is no exception. It is amazing. Right, so those are all of the fragrances that you can no longer purchase. And now I want to get into the fragrances that you can purchase. I'm just making sure. Yeah. Alright, so let's start off with vanilla bean buttercream. Vanilla bean buttercream is really, really nice. It's just a plain vanilla, well, I mean, it's vanilla bean buttercream. And it's, you know, everyone has talked about it on YouTube, so you guys like already know. It's just sweet. It smells like buttercream. It's delicious. So Scentsy says decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. Oh, it's so great. I love it so much. It's a great, great mixer. If something is just a little bit too strong, like that salted caramel cupcake is just a little too caramelly for me, I love mixing it with something a little more subtle, like vanilla bean buttercream, or simply vanilla even, would work if you do have that one. Next, we will talk about Jammy Time. I have been loving Jammy Time. Jammy Time is really nice for Jammy Time, for bedtime. I actually keep this in the warmer in the bedroom. If it's not Quiver, it's this, and I really enjoy it. So Scentsy says, drift into dreamland with baby freesia, lavender, and sweet pea. It's so good. I really first and foremost get the vanilla and maybe I guess the freesia second. I don't know about the sweet pea. Definitely like that herbal like lavender, and I love it so much. So again, that one is still available. Next is Blue Grotto. Everyone needs a little break from cinnamon sometimes, and so Blue Grotto is always high on my list. Ugh, it's so nice. It's just a nice citrus. And let's see here. Tropical notes, sweet citrus, and lush botanicals. Probably why I'm getting a floral. I don't know. Just nice, sweet, and citrusy. Love it. Love, 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 love. Next, I want to talk about the holiday, not the holiday, excuse me, the fall winter regular scents that came out. So this one is Candied Cranberry Pecan. Candied Cranberry Pecan is really nice. I am now getting that like pecan note, and I didn't before. So Scentsy says classic cranberries and pecans are sweetened by sugarcane and a ribbon of brandied plum. It's really, really nice. You do get that tartness from the cranberry. I do get a little bit of a pecan note as well as cinnamon. Quite a bit of cinnamon, even though it's not in the scent description. There is cinnamon in it. And just like a warmth from, I'm assuming, the brandied plum. It's really nice. I don't necessarily pick out that it is brandy. It's not like smelling a glass of brandy. I think it just kind of lends a warmth to the overall scent. And I really, really like this one. So this one will be in the house all season long. Next is Christmas Cactus. Christmas Cactus is so good. Oh, it's so good. It's not as in your face as like iced pine or very snowy spruce, but it does still have that woodsy, like that Christmas tree kind of vibe. Oh, it's so good. So Scentsy says agave nectar and citrus trim Siberian for a new kind of winter wonderland. You do get a little bit of that citrus. It is just a little bit sweet, and of course you get the fir. Oh, it's so good. This one is like clean, like fresh. It's so nice. This one will be going next to my Christmas tree, I think. Either this one or Very Snowy Spruce. I still haven't decided, but this is definitely in the list. Next is Cedar Cider. Cedar Cider is really, really nice. I do like woodsy scents, and so this one, of course, no different. Although I remember this being not so woodsy last year. This one, for me, and for the last couple bars that I've had this year, they're like woodsy. So I don't know if it's a different formulation, but Scentsy says an autumn medley of the reddest apples, cinnamon sticks, and vanilla beans nestled among fragrant white cedar branches. And you do get the cedar for me first. You can smell a little bit of cinnamon sticks, not over the top at all. It's just some nice little spice. And you do get the apple. I don't know that I really get vanilla bean. But it is really nice. Definitely a must-have for me and my house. Cedar Cider. Next, Honey Pear Cider. Honey Pear Cider is... it's really nice. Last year this was a favorite of mine. And I think this year it's kind of taken, it's gone to the back seat a little bit. It's still really nice. I still really love it. It's sweet. You do get that pear. Maybe a little bit of the honey note. I think it's just kind of just more sweet. Just like a very, very subtle spice note. It's not overwhelming at all. Alright, okay, well, Scentsy says, the scent of pure autumn bliss, fresh, juicy pear and sweet honey together with subtle hints of spices. Yes, exactly. It's subtle on the spice, which I love because, cinnamon can be overwhelming, and it's not with this. It's perfect. This is amazing. Honey Pear Cider. Next is Winterberry Apple Tea. I am hoarding this bar, waiting for more to come in. I love it so much. You know how I feel about it. We don't even need to go anymore. We talked about the pods. We talked about the Scentsy soap. Winter tea coasts up to cranberry, apple, and honey. Oh, it's just so good. You know what? This is gonna go. I'm gonna put this in the warmers today. It's so good. I love it. All right. So next, I did pick up the 3-pack, the Harvest Delights 3-pack. I don't have the scent notes in front of me. I didn't order the brochures, and I'm filming on my phone. So first, we'll talk about Huckleberry Apple Pie. This is the first one that I warmed, and I will be honest, these are extremely light. This one I can smell a little bit more today. I do get apple and a cinnamon note. I don't necessarily get a bakery note or a pie crust note. There is a little bit of a tartness from the berry. Apple, berry, cinnamon. Not bad. It's just not strong. I put this in my warmers and, you know, 4 cubes in a, you know, decent sized space. 2 warmers, 4 cubes. It should have thrown. And honestly, it didn't. It was more of like a 3, maybe 2 or 3, maybe a 4. So I just changed it out. I couldn't smell it. Nobody could smell it, and I was just like, I was kind of disappointed. So Huckleberry Apple Pie, smells good on cold. Just didn't really translate for me on warm. So next is Apple Cherry Cider. Apple Cherry Cider was the one that I was most excited for, and the one that I was most disappointed in. Apple Cherry Cider just smells like, first of all, it's red hot cinnamon. Just, it hits you right in the face, right in the nose, and just like, like where you can't even like, do you know what I'm talking about? Some of that cinnamon, like some of the cinnamon scents are just like, ah. That's what this one does to me. I don't smell hardly any apple, and there is no cherry whatsoever to me at all. It just smells like cinnamon, only cinnamon to me. This did not throw either. I used the whole bar, as a matter of fact, because I just could not get it to throw. And I don't know what else to say about it. I was just not happy with it. I was not impressed by it. I wish that it was more true to the name. Something more like, you know, one of the cedar cider or honey pear cider with, you know, I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. So, apple cherry cider. Last of the the Harvest Delights 3-pack was Cinnamon Roasted Pear, and I will say that out of all 3, this one for me performed the best, and it smelled the best. You do get a pear note, but also cinnamon. And it's funny, to me, the cinnamon in this is more balanced than it is in this. This just smells like you're inhaling cinnamon, or you've just eaten like the Red Hots or something like that. This has that same cinnamon, but that pear really just like cuts through it and just really balances it out nice. And this threw pretty well. Again, I did use 4 cubes of this in the these warmers here, and it threw well enough. Probably like a medium 6.5, 7. So still not the best, but out of the 3-pack, this was by far the best. So Cinnamon Roasted Pear. I may pick up another bar of this if it's still available. If it's not going to be the end of the world for me. So that is it well, there's still one more thing that I want to talk about. And I'll be completely honest, and I just want to put this disclaimer out. As you know, everyone smells things different, everyone's noses are different, and everyone has different scent preferences. And so my view of this next scent is obviously not the end-all be-all. You know, there are several people who have different opinions about this. This is just my opinion. So with that being said, let's talk about Perfect Pumpkin Pear. I warmed this with an open mind. You know, there are several reviews out there that people didn't like this scent, and I got a lot of reviews from my Canadian teammates and people that had had the scent before me that they loved it. So I was kind of like, well, I don't know. Do I trust, you know, these 10 people that are saying this, or do I trust these 10 people that are saying this? And so I just went into it with an open mind, and I warmed it, and I do not like it. I do not do not like this one. I do get a sour note, or like a, you know what, I hate to say it, but it smells a little pukey to me. Like, it's just not, it's not that bad. It's just not something I would ever pick. I don't know what's giving it that note. I don't know if it's the mix of sandalwood and pumpkin, but it's just not doing it for me. Anyway, let me read the scent description to you. Fall fresh pumpkin and crisp golden pears mingle with breeze drifting cloves and sandalwood accents. I don't know. I just don't care for it. I don't know if it is that the sandalwood mixing with pumpkin, or if it's pumpkin and clove is amazing. And that being said, I know I've talked before about pretty much liking anything with sandalwood, or, you know, oak or cedar, or, you know, whatever, the wood scents. But for some reason the sandalwood is just, I don't know if it is the sandalwood. It might be something else. It's just not for me. You do get cinnamon, you do get, I don't get any pear whatsoever. It's just, no. Not a fan. Sorry. So sorry. If you are a fan though, let me know down below. Then we have the warmer of the month, which is called Enchanted Pumpkin. I did not get the scent of the month kit. However, I did get the flyers, or I'm sorry, I didn't get the warmer of the month kit, but this is the flyer that comes in the scent of the month kit. And I have seen so many images from my teammates on Facebook. It is gorgeous. I'm kind of like kicking myself, but I mean, I guess I could, no, I can't. I'll have to wait until it comes out tomorrow. So that's what it looked like unlit or turned off. And this is what it looks like when it is turned on, lit up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful warmer. I may have to pick that one up. So that is it. That is all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much. I know this was quite a long video. I will see if I can edit some of it out. So I will leave you with this. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well and take care. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.